Caveman finds iPhone and chaos ensues. Once upon a time in a prehistoric village, there lived a caveman named Grunt. Grunt was known for his love of exploring the unknown, which often led him to get into all sorts of amusing situations. One day, while he was roaming around the forest, he stumbled upon a peculiar object lying on the ground. It was shiny and rectangular, like nothing he had ever seen before. Grunt picked it up and examined it closely. Lo and behold, it was an iPhone. Intrigued by the mysterious gadget, Grunt hurried back to the village, clutching the iPhone in his hands. He called for his fellow cavemen to gather around him. "Look what Grunt found," he exclaimed, holding up the iPhone triumphantly. The cavemen crowded around, their eyes widening with curiosity and bewilderment. They had never seen such a thing before. Grunt showed them how the device had a glass screen that responded to touch. "Wow, it's like magic," said Oog, one of the cavemen, poking at the screen. The cavemen gathered in a circle, trying to figure out the purpose of the strange device. Grunt pressed a button, and music started blaring from the iPhone. The cavemen jumped back, startled by the unexpected sound. They started dancing awkwardly, flailing their arms and stomping their feet to the rhythm. "Stop, stop! I think I know what this is," Grunt said, laughing. "It's a device that makes you dance." The cavemen were amazed and began taking turns dancing to the beat of the iPhone. They bumped into each other, tripped over rocks, and fell to the ground in fits of laughter. The village turned into a hilarious caveman dance party. However, not everyone was amused. Thog, the village chief, frowned upon this newfound distraction. He believed that the iPhone was a threat to their way of life, distracting the cavemen from their daily tasks. "Grunt!" Thog bellowed, storming into the crowd. "You have brought chaos to our village with this strange contraption. It must be destroyed." A murmur of agreement spread through the cavemen, and they advanced towards Grunt, brandishing their primitive tools. Grunt held the iPhone close to his chest, refusing to let go. "No, this is a gift from the ancient spirits. It has brought joy and laughter to our lives," Grunt argued, desperately trying to reason with his fellow cavemen. Just as the conflict escalated, Thog, the village chief, lunged forward, determined to seize the iPhone from Grunt's grasp. But before he could reach it, Grunt swiftly dodged, and the iPhone slipped from his hand, tumbling through the air. The cavemen watched in horror as it crashed onto the rocky ground, shattering into several pieces. Silence fell upon the village as they stared at the broken remains of the iPhone. Grunt's heart sank, realizing the loss they had just suffered. The cavemen looked at each other, disappointment etched on their faces. Thog's anger began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of regret. He approached Grunt and sighed heavily. "I see now that I was too quick to judge, Grunt. I didn't understand the significance of this device to you and our village." Grunt nodded, his eyes downcast. "I'm sorry, Thog. I didn't mean to cause division among us." Suddenly, Grog, a clever caveman known for his tinkering skills, stepped forward with a mischievous grin. "Hold on, everyone. I might be able to fix this." Grog gathered the scattered pieces of the broken iPhone and examined them carefully. With makeshift tools and some creative thinking, he managed to put it back together, although it looked a bit rough around the edges. "It's not perfect, but it might still work," Grog announced, handing the repaired iPhone to Grunt. Excitement rippled through the cavemen once again as Grunt pressed the power button. To their surprise, the screen flickered to life, displaying a cracked but functional interface. The village erupted in cheers and applause, their faith in the device reignited. From that day forward, the iPhone became a source of discovery and innovation in the village. The cavemen used it to learn new hunting techniques, share stories and drawings, and even communicate with neighboring tribes through primitive messaging apps. As time passed, word of their newfound technological marvels spread to other tribes. Curiosity piqued. Cavemen from far and wide traveled to their village to witness the wonder of the iPhone. Grunt became a respected figure, known as the Tech Shaman, guiding others in understanding the device's potential. The village prospered, forming alliances and trading with neighboring tribes, all thanks to the knowledge and communication facilitated by the iPhone. The cavemen embraced progress while maintaining their core values and way of life.